All is black. And then Shenmue. Last time, Ren and Ryo crashed the gang's hideout, all confident and full of piss and vigor, saying that they were gonna kick some ass, and then they got beat up. And I mean, technically Ryo beat the Super Thug twice, but the Super Thug then countered with a cutscene attack, which was devastating. Ryo did not even get the option for QTEs. Ryo needs to find a cutscene counter to the cutscene attack, like he did in Bailu Village. It's just basically the exact same thing.
Punches and kicks didn't work at all. It's like we were fighting an actual bear. Well, come on, tight lips, think of something.
Everybody's got a weakness. I'm sure of it. What is his style?
Yeah, he had a weird-looking stance.
I've never seen it before.
He even used some moves that resembled animals.
If we figure out his style, we might be able to find a way to beat him.
You know any martial arts experts?
An expert. I should talk to Mr. Shi.
In this town? Maybe we might know some people who know martial arts. So Ren and Ryo, that's a nice view. Nice shot. Ren and Ryo, so concerned, so deep in thought, they didn't even notice that they were sitting in the rain. Which, yeah, it's still going. The rain effect is kind of odd. It's very light. You can barely see it, but yeah, it's raining a little bit. Alright. What does our notebook say? Talk to Shu at Luhei Hall. So this is the guy that we talked to before who fought off the gang. Got to talk to him again, I guess, to ask him if he knows about a super move that we can learn. Alright, but we should probably just keep on with our daily routine before we go talk to him. Let me take a look at my inventory. We got a bunch of bananas. Not much money. There's not a whole lot. I am going to have to do something to rectify that pretty soon, because we are starting to run out.
Maybe I'll give it a shot.
Do some rooster step. Increase our endurance as we do. Punch our fist into our hand. Get ready to walk in a circle around a dummy. Maybe if we practice our rooster stepping, that will help us withstand the Super Thug's cutscene attacks. I wonder if at this point you're supposed to be able to beat that guy so easily. Because it does seem a bit anticlimactic to beat him and then, you know, the cutscene happens where he beats you up anyway. And it's like, oh, I felt I beat him rather easily. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal compared to, you know, these guys at the dojo or that guy at the tournament that I'm fighting now. Those guys are much tougher than Super Thug.
Should I keep going? I'll save it for later.
Alright, let's practice our attack.
Excuse me.
Have you come to train? You can practice your kung fu on a wooden dummy, or polish your techniques by sparring. You can also test your skills in a real match. What will you do?
Let's spar. Though it would be nice if we could inquire about maybe
Waiting for a partner.
learning to fight with weapons.
Now give it your all.
You gotta do what you have to do to get revenge. Maybe this barehanded fighting thing, maybe it's not working out so well for us. Or maybe we could, like, I don't know, buy a metal plate and put it under our shirt. So then when the Super Thug does his cutscene attack, you know, he just punches Ryo right in the metal plate and breaks his hand. You know, that would be a real cunning way of defeating him. But I guess it's not in the spirit of true martial arts. I'm not even going to ask about buying a gun, because that would probably be very difficult here, if even the thugs don't have guns. Anyway, I mastered the timing of the technique. Attack goes up, and there we go.
Do you want to keep going?
That's fine for right now.
Come again. You're welcome here anytime.
How's my health doing right now? Just, you know, I could eat something. There we go. Alright. Let's give this fighting another go against White Dragon.
Come to train? You can practice. What will you do? It's as if you...
I've been getting closer to beating him. Still haven't, though. Let's try to play more cautiously, maybe. Try to play defensively and counterattack and see how that works. Was almost there.
An unfortunate outcome.
I was doing slow damage.
Technique. Why don't you learn a few more?
I know, learn a few moves first. I was doing some slow damage on him. Still, I do feel a bit better about that. Let's maybe try it again. Try it one more time. I can't try it too many more times because I do have to use food every time to get my health back up. But it seems like maybe a more effective way of doing it is to counter with the attacks that we have that knock down in one blow. I have some of those. Because it seems like if the guy is still up after my counterattack, that is a good time for them to get some damage on me. So maybe the best thing to do is just try to knock them down with one counterattack. Oh, there it is. Just barely, though.
You bested White Dragon. That's something I thought I'd never see. Congratulations on another promotion. Niawu rarely sees a warrior like you.
All right, well, that would mean the next one up is Gold Guy here. Probably Gold Dragon. I'm... don't have that much food, and I don't really have the money to buy a whole lot of food. I'm going to save fighting Gold Dragon maybe for some other time, because if I do fight him, I'm going to have to just eat a lot of food. So I will have to just make a lot of money. That's probably just what I'm going to have to do the book thing, make a bunch of money so I can buy a bunch of food and snake power and all of that. But the thing about attempting to dodge and then counterattacking with single hit knockdowns seemed to be okay. It seemed like it was doing all right. There's the Rose Garden. You know, maybe after I defeat the dojo, maybe I'll try that again, because that guy was tougher than the dojo fighters, I think. And like I said, I'm a bit concerned about my money situation. So, next up in terms of plot is going to that one guy in that temple, that master that we sparred with, and maybe seeing if he knows a super move that we can use to fight the super thug. If I talk to someone right now, what's the subject that's going to come up?
Excuse me.
Thanks again. That was tough.
Yeah, that's the woman I helped out with that one guy.
Has something else happened?
No, it's not that. I want to go to Liuhe Hall.
Go further up the road.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, it's just what are the directions to the hall, which is, yeah, that's the relevant thing that Rio would be asking about right now. Pardon, sorry, excuse, pardon, ma'am, okay. This is it here. All right, is the guy in? Let's take a look for him. Or do we have to come back tomorrow? No, he's there. Yeah, I see him standing there with a bunch of students, it looks like.
Mr. Sure.
Oh, hey there. Let's have a round. We can talk after that.
Is it a sparring match? Yeah, it is sparring. Okay. Let's build up some moves. Oh, Grievous Strike is done. Let's go on to Thunder Palm. So I do like these combos. I do have a couple of them that I got, but the problem, of course, is that they're not guaranteed to hit all the moves. If they do hit all the moves, I think the opponent falls over from it. But if it only hits some of them, I don't think they fall over, and that opens me up to a counterattack. Like that last one, that last hit seems to consistently miss. Like I'm gonna do it again, and then it missed again. I think it did hit when I was in actual combat, but I notice it seems to miss a lot. Or at least when I'm doing doing these sparring sessions. Well, it hit that time. A true Wushen warrior. Kung Fu level goes up to 32.
So, what did you want to talk about?
I'd like to ask you about a Kung Fu style.
Sure, what's up?
It uses a peculiar stance.
That's so.
The guy kept his head low and his arms raised behind him. Do you know what this style is called?
No idea.
There were animal movements mixed in.
Oh, then that's easy. If it was a monkey, that's monkey fist.
A crane is white crane. A tiger is tiger fist. Snake? That's snake style. And giraffe? That's giraffe style.
Yeah, okay, I got it. Mr. Shi, do you know any experts in martial arts?
I do. My Kung Fu master.
Your master?
Yep.
Would you tell me who that is?
Grandmaster Bay. You can find him at the harbor.
Thank you so much.
Come and spar with me again.
Sure thing.
At the harbor, you say? So I guess it is going to be the fisherman. We did meet that fisherman. Let's see. Ask Grandmaster Bay about the Red Snake's boss's martial arts style. Head to the fishing wharf. Oh, it does confirm it. It's the cormorant fisherman from the wharf. Okay, so yeah, we did meet him before. He stopped a pickpocketing thug. Well, not pickpocketing, a purse-snatching thug.
Excuse me.
Hit me.
Which way is it to the fishing wharf?
The fastest way is probably through Vendor Avenue.
Okay, thanks.
Take the right up ahead and it'll take you there.
Got it. Thanks for the tip.
It said take a right. No, that's true, that's true. Because I took a left to come here, so I would be taking a right to go back. So yeah, we did meet the fisherman. It was a very short cutscene, and we were wondering, oh, is this guy important? And then the cutscene just stopped, just ended. But of course, that he was important. He is a new master that we will have to learn from. I wonder if we will have to... I mean, there are no chickens to catch. Will we have to dive into the ocean and catch fish with our teeth? Will he make us do that? Because that would be some intense training. No, hold on. Did I think I might have just ran by the thing. Yeah, I did. Here we go. You know, due to our endurance training, it is the case that just running on its own will not reduce my endurance to the point where I have to eat food. Fighting does, of course, but, I mean, I can just run around all day. I barely have to eat anything. Oh, hey, Shenhua. So that's a good thing.
Hi, Shenhua.
Hi, Liao.
Hey, Shenhua.
What is it, Liao?
I'm going to find out what fighting style the Red Snake's boss uses.
Is that so?
Yeah. He's even tougher than Yan Long, that thug I fought back in Bailu.
You can't be serious.
He'll have my number every time I challenge him. I'll need to come up with a new approach if I'm going to rescue your father.
Yes.
Hey, Shenhua.
No, I guess that's the end of that.
I have to try a different approach.
I have to try something different.
Don't lose hope, Liao. There must be a way to beat him. You'll find it.
I know.
That looks like we're in someone's way. Sorry, miss. Oh, she teleported. I mean, that is one... If there are people in the way, that is a very convenient problem solver. You know, Ryo says that this new super thug is tougher than the first one. But, I mean, we haven't even tried using the body check. Like, maybe we should give that a try. Like, maybe at the end, like when you get to the end of a fight, we know what's coming. Maybe Ryo should give that body check a try.
Pardon me.
Hey there! I've got freshly steamed buns here.
Do you know where Mr. Bay is?
He's probably cormorant fishing over at the wharf. It's that way.
Thank you.
Oh, these were up before, so I don't think I was able to go here. Because I was just wondering, can I go there? No, okay, no, I can. There's a place to go here. I think it was just blocked off before. Hey everyone, looking for Bay?
Excuse me.
Oh, there go my knees acting up again. Looks like I'm getting up there in my years, too.
Do you know where Mr. Bay is?
Mr. Bay, you say? He's right there.
Thank you very much.
No, that's very helpful. Just points right at him. Yeah, that's the guy. Mr. Bay, I have a thug problem.
Grandmaster Bay.
Why do you call me Grandmaster?
I heard you taught Shi Kung Fu.
You know Shi?
I do.
What do you want?
I'd like to ask you about a Kung Fu style.
A style?
It uses a particular stance.
Go on.
He kept his head low and his arms raised behind him. Do you know what this style is called?
Why do you seek this information?
A friend was kidnapped by the Red Snakes.
The Red Snakes, you say?
I want to know the style their leader uses. If I knew his style, I could potentially find a weakness.
So you wish to fight for the sake of this friend of yours? I'm sure you, of all people, understand that martial arts cannot be learned overnight. You must really have your back against the wall.
If you know, please tell me.
Even if there was a technique, you must possess the basics to be able to use it.
Then test me, please.
I suppose a friendly spar would help to pass the time. If a fish jumps, so shall the water jump. It is just the law of nature. It is unreasonable to fight it. Be a tree in the wind. Go with the flow. A long time ago, martial arts were banned. But humans are interesting creatures. They practiced in secret, away from prying eyes, and became stronger. One even practiced atop this very boat. Nan-Tren survived the ban and was passed on in this way. Your Kung Fu is lacking.
Excuse me, Grandmaster.
Train more in Kung Fu before you come back. I'll spar with you anytime you like.
Thank you, Grandmaster.
But how high does my Kung Fu need to be, Grandmaster? My Kung Fu is so big. It's fairly big.
Hey, Shenhua.
What is it, Yo?
Do you remember the cormorant fisherman at the dock?
A fisherman? Oh yes, we saw him when we arrived in Niao.
It turns out he's a martial arts master.
A master? That's impressive.
I know.
So, Is he going to help us?
Well, we sparred. But he said my kung fu wasn't good enough to teach me anything.
I see. So, what do we do now?
I've got to get better at kung fu. It's the only way.
Leo, I'm going to go back to the room.
Okay.
Yeah, just let me know when you get better at that kung fu, Ryo. Kind of thing. It seems like we're not really going anywhere, does it? Well, let's see what our notebook says. My kung fu isn't good enough. How do I get better at kung fu? Even though our level is so big at this point, not big enough for the Grandmaster. We gotta figure out a way to make this our level bigger. I mean, we know how to. Yeah, I know, I didn't pay, did I? Didn't pay this morning.
To pay for your room tonight. Don't tell me you don't have.
I have the cash. No. It's getting tight, but I have it.
Thank you.
That cutscene with the Grandmaster did not even have any QTEs. I mean, even with Ryo doing his as good as he can, just couldn't have turned out any better than what we saw. Ryo getting completely schooled by the Grandmaster, as will happen with Ryo. Anyway, let's make a phone call. Ine-san was what we called before, so let's call Fukusan. Maybe we'll ask Fukusan. Fukusan, what's your kung fu level at this point? I need to raise my level. I'm trying to. I've been doing the rooster stance and everything. Keep walking around this wooden dummy.
Hello, this is Hazuki Dojo.
Fukusan.
Oh, is that you, Ryo-san?
Something wrong, Fukusan?
Oh, I'm sorry, Ryo-san. And just when you called from China.
What is it? You seem kind of down. Something happened?
Ryo-san.
Yeah, that's right. We heard about this last time that we called him.
I'm having a hard time getting over it.
Fukusan. Hey.
Fukusan is being eternally dumped.
I don't know the whole story, but at times like these.
Well, I said training last time because, yeah, of course. Fukusan, maybe you need to drown your sorrows in alcohol.
Maybe a couple stiff drinks would help?
Ryo-san, you're still underage.
I know that. And I'm not saying it's what I would do. But don't you think it's better than keeping your emotions inside?
You may have a point.
Sorry, Fukusan.
Sorry? About what?
If I was a little older and closer by, I'd hit the bars with you every night if you wanted.
Ryo-san.
Fukusan?
Thank you so much, Ryo-san. You really are a true friend.
It was nothing, really.
If you get back and you're older, come out with me and lend me an ear.
Okay. Until then. Fukusan, mind if I change the subject?
Okay. Sure. What is it?
Is Ine-san there?
Ine-san is out shopping at the moment.
Okay.
Well, she said shopping. We all know she drinks like a fish.
Talk to you later, Fukusan.
She hits the red light district of Dobuita every night. Well, Fukusan is obviously very emotionally starved. Like, without his girlfriend, I mean, who does he have to talk to but Ine-san? And I do think Fukusan is older than Ryo. I do think that Fukusan is of drinking age. So he can hit the bars, even if Ryo cannot. Shenhua is not there. Alright. Let's go to bed. Alright, so when we wake up, I assume we're going to get some note that says what we should be doing. It can't just be to grind up the kung fu level. Because that's very vague, especially if someone has not been training every day like we have. Like, you can't just say that you have to grind up to Kung Fu level 40 when the person playing might not have been leveling up anything. We talking with Ren?
That cormorant fisherman is a Grandmaster? Huh, I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover. So, did you find out what style that monster uses?
He didn't tell me.
Does that fisherman even know?
I'm not sure. I sparred with the Grandmaster, and he said my kung fu was lacking. That it'd do me no good to know.
You idiot. You can still win even if you don't have enough kung fu.
Really?
Hold on. Hey, is there anywhere you can learn kung fu?
At some school or dojo, I suppose. Oh, there might be a martial arts expert there.
Well, go look for a place that teaches kung fu.
Good idea.
Ren, why is it that every time we talk, we're just sitting in the rain? It's like a torrential downpour right now. And, oh my god, Rio. Oh my god. Yeah, that's right. The dojo. That's right next to the hotel. We go to it every day. There might be a kung fu master there. Maybe? Somebody at a kung fu dojo might know something. Maybe they'll talk to me. Look for a place to practice kung fu. Why didn't we think of it earlier? This dojo that's right here with all the monks in front of it that we've been fighting. We've been fighting all these monks. Like, they know martial arts, right? I also like the way that they word it. Like when Ren said, you can still win even if you don't have enough kung fu. Like, kung fu is like a liquid that you pour in a cup. Do I have enough of it? No, I need to pour more kung fu in this cup. Alright. Sir? I need more kung fu, please.
Excuse me.
Are you here to train?
Actually, I have a question.
Oh? And what might that be?
It's about kung fu.
Ah, then you've come to the right person.
I had a run-in with a martial artist that uses an unorthodox style.
Unorthodox?
Yeah. There were animal movements mixed in.
Animal movements?
Yeah. I was wondering if you could identify it.
This martial artist, do you know who he is or where he's from?
Oh, he's the Red Snake's big guy.
Red Snakes? I heard that a young man's been waging war on them. That's not you, is it?
I don't know about war, but yeah.
How reckless. One man alone cannot stand up to an entire gang.
I know, but...
It's best not to get involved.
I see.
I mean, I have Ren. It's not just one man. And I do like the rumors about Ryo. A one-man army waging war against the Red Snakes. It's pretty badass. What? Can I talk to you again about that?
Hi there.
I cannot condone, much less be a part of your reckless crusade. My advice to you is to focus on your training.
I see.
I don't suppose my notebook update. Okay, my notebook just updated. What does it say? Didn't learn anything. Look for another place. Okay, there are the Kung Fu stores. There are a few of those in the town. I don't think there's another dojo. I mean, there is, the one hall that we already talked to, like, with that guy in it. I mean, there's the Rose Garden. Like, those dudes don't seem like they would have a problem about fighting a gang. We'd have to pay them, though, and we don't have that much money right now. Like, here's, like, this martial arts place. Hello, sir. I am trying to purchase more Kung Fu. Do you have Kung Fu for sale?
Excuse me.
Hello and welcome. If it's martial arts you seek, look no further.
That is what I seek.
Do you know where I can practice some Kung Fu?
Wonderful question. You're practicing Kung Fu?
Yes, I am.
Let's see. I hear there's a practice spot over by New Paradise. I haven't been myself, but I hear good things.
Okay, thanks.
Is that the... like that cafe? There's like that cafe where you can train? Is that what they're talking about? I think that's the place they're talking about. It's not the clearest. Look, we just need an irresponsible martial arts master to help Ryo with his one-man war against the gang. Why are all these martial art masters so responsible? Like, we should be able to meet a master who says, "You're fighting an entire gang by yourself? Hell yeah, dude, that is badass." And it's like, yeah, this guy knows. Let's see, New Paradise. Is it this way? Is this it here? I think... Let me ask.
Do you have a minute?
What?
Do you know of any Kung Fu training grounds?
Kung Fu? Like they do over at the Muren Cafe? I always hear strange yelling and banging coming from there.
Must be Kung Fu.
Gotcha.
Yep, specifying Muren Cafe. Like, when I go to a restaurant and I hear weird yelling and banging coming from the back, I think, man, there's some intense kung fu training going on back there. And also, one of my opponents from the Rose Garden tournament works here. Yeah, this is the place with these things. These Chobuchan mannequins. I still don't really understand this. Hello.
Excuse me.
Looking for a quick hit?
Of...
Hotspot in Yaowu, the Muren Cafe.
Do you know of anywhere I could practice Kung Fu?
Kung Fu, huh? You've come to the right place.
Huh?
We offer Kung Fu practice sessions. The owner can fill you in on the details.
Okay, thanks.
Who's the owner?
Hi. I'm looking for a place I can...
No, who's the owner? Is it the guy you're talking to?
To the right place. We are
Martial arts owner, okay. Are you the owner?
Excuse me.
Hello, and welcome. Welcome to the Muren Cafe.
Do you know anyone well-versed in Kung Fu?
What for?
I need to ask about styles with animalistic movements.
Animal styles? Sorry, that's not my thing. I know more about Nan-Tren and practice dummies.
Would any of your customers know more?
I'm really not sure. Sorry I couldn't be of more help.
That's no problem.
Want to at least practice some Kung Fu now that you're here? Practicing your horse stance is free.
Horse stance, huh? Mr. Bay did say I'm not good enough at Kung Fu. Maybe I should give it a shot.
Oh, I guess we're just going to do some horse stance? I mean, we have mastered horse stance. Look how... I'm going to impress everyone here with how low I can get. So incredibly low. I mean, this is not going to increase my Kung Fu, though. Since we have maxed it out. Horse stance 7 is the most maximum horse stance that's possible for the human body to achieve. There are legends about a horse stance 8, but that could be lethal. You attain horse stance 8 for only a few seconds before death. So is the game just not assuming that is it assuming that I haven't been doing this the whole game? Because we've been doing a lot of horse stance. Yeah, nothing went up. How can it? How can we exceed 100%?
Something I can help you with?
Do you know where martial artists usually hang out around here?
Probably over at Liu Ha Hall.
We've been there though.
A lot of people go to train under the instructors there.
Liu Ha Hall?
Are we just going back there? Okay, I guess we're going... I mean, that was the thing we did. Where was it? Yeah, Lula, yeah, talk to Shu there. We did that. I guess we're just going back. Unfortunately, we're close by. We just need to ask someone, do you know of a martial artist who doesn't really care why I need to learn this move? Like, all of these martial artists are asking me, why do I need to learn this? And then I tell them, and they don't want to teach me after I tell them. So maybe, like, a martial artist will just turn the other way and say, look, look, man, it doesn't matter. I don't want to know why you want to know this. This is under the table training. Hey, you, I'm back. I kinda didn't learn anything.
Hi, Mr. Sure.
Well, look who it is. Did you find Grandmaster Bay?
Yeah, but he said I don't know enough Kung Fu. Which is true. I don't know anything about it.
That is not true, Rio. We know 32 levels of it.
I figured someone around here might know about Kung Fu.
Well, as you can probably tell, I'm your only hope.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, don't sound so disappointed. Come on, let's have a little sparring match.
What?
Yeah, it's fine. I could stand to increase my attack. And I'm just saying, I am the champion of the Bailu Village Dojo. I beat all those monks. I don't think it's fair to say that Kung Fu is a stranger to us. That would be cool if there was, like, something that happens because you complete the Bailu Village Dojo. Like, maybe someone's heard of you when you get here because you did that. I'm only getting goods, not greats. There we go. I mastered this. Gotta move on to the next one. Oh, all of these are mastered. Gotta equip some unmastered moves. Don't forget that feeling. That Kung Fu feeling. Ooh.
You need to improve your Kung Fu, don't you?
That's what they say.
Well, you can get into a horse stance over there.
I already did a lot of horse stance. Do you have any other animal stances?
I'll give it a shot.
Any other selections of animal stances to choose from? Like, clearly there must be more animals to mimic here. I mean, we're not mimicking a horse here. We're mimicking the rider of a horse. But I guess the game is assuming that we just wouldn't have spent that much time on horse stance. This is not the first time the game has emphasized we need to learn horse stance. We also did when we were talking to Sun back in Vailu Village. One of the things we had to do to learn his body check move was to pass his horse stance test. He should be really impressed by this horse stance, I'm just saying. Yep, it's not going up at all.
It doesn't look like there are any other martial arts experts around here.
What's troubling you?
Do you know where martial artists usually hang out around here?
I've popped into the Muren Cafe once or twice.
Yeah, we already were there, though.
We went there, actually.
You did? Guess you like it too, eh?
Yes, but do you know any others?
Oh, yeah. How could I forget?
You know some?
I keep hearing about this spot where you can bet on fights.
Uh-huh.
Looking for a street fight?
I'm not a stranger to it.
Fights, huh? Where is this place?
I don't know, actually.
I see.
I wonder what he could be talking about. Look for martial arts elsewhere, bet on fights, places where street fights are held. We know this. Ryo should be able to say that he knows what this is. Alright, so maybe we do have to get involved with some shady characters to get some help. I was thinking about that, but maybe that is what we actually have to do. Look, I'm gonna level with you. Let's cut the crap out. I need to kill a man. Can you help me with that? No? Okay. I think that maybe we just need to just cut out the nonsense. Cut out saying, I need to know where martial artists are. I need to learn about this animal stance. It's not important. We need to kill a man to rescue Shenhua's kidnapped father. Is there someone in this town who can help us with that? Hey, Shenhua, it's not going so well.
Shenhua?
What is it, Leon?
Is there somewhere in town where martial artists get together?
Nowhere at all. Yep, nothing. We haven't seen any of that.
Then I'll keep looking.
Shenhua, what are you doing all day?
Place be a clue of some sort?
I'm looking for some martial arts experts. If I can work out what style the Red Snake's boss uses, I might be able to counter it somehow.
You're right. Okay, I'll help you look.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that you've been wandering around this town every day, and you haven't noticed any place that martial artists gather. That's not... Your observation skills need some horse stance, Shenhua. I don't know what the exercise is for observation. I don't know what wooden dummy you have to practice at to increase that. This feels like kind of an odd quest at this point. Like, this would make more sense if this was at the beginning of Niaowu, when you haven't spent so much time in this city. But at this point, it's just like, where do martial artists gather? Street fighting? Is there a place here that you can do that? I don't know, it's just kind of odd. Oh, how many tokens do I have? I think I have enough for a fight if I need to. Do I need to beat that guy? I don't know if I'm up to beating that guy. Like, the previous opponents I can take, but that guy? I don't know. I don't know if I'm up to it right now. Let's ask this guy. Let me ask this guy. Hey, does this guy know about the street fighting place right next to his store? Do you know about that?
Excuse me.
Hello and welcome. If it's martial arts you seek, look no further.
Do you know where martial artists go to practice?
You might try the Rose Garden.
What's that?
That's where all the seasoned martial artists go to spar. You know the alley next to my shop, yeah? It's down there.
Okay, thanks.
Alright, he does know. I was kind of expecting that he would not know. He is aware of the martial arts tournament that's happening next to his shop. Should probably eat some stuff, though. I do have 4 snake powers if I need to use them. But if I have to use them up and this doesn't work, I am going to have to spend some time flipping books. No running. Considering the clientele at the Rose Garden, I wonder how many people break this rule. It doesn't strike me like a group of people that would respect the no running rule. Hey, does anyone know of a place where martial artists gather? Does anyone know? Oh, it's not automatically starting a fight, so I can talk to this guy.
Excuse me.
Hey, kid! Think you've got what it takes?
You know who I am.
Actually, I need help with something.
It's best to let your fists do the talking. That's what I always say. Now step right up!
I'm looking for a martial arts expert.
A martial arts expert? What are you planning to do when you find them?
Well, I recently saw someone use a strange style of martial arts.
A strange style?
Yes. The techniques were based on how animals move. I'm curious to know what that style is called.
I see.
Do you know anyone who could help me?
I might.
Really? Please tell me.
If you really want to know, then get on up here.
What?
If you win, I'll tell you. You want to know, don't you?
Now you're gonna make me fight this guy, huh?
Okay. I'll do it.
All right. It's yours for 800 tokens.
Well, that's less.
You said 800 tokens, right?
The entry fee, kid. The entry fee.
All right.
Here.
Alrighty. Let's get started.
Is it the same guy? Because that's a smaller fee than it would have been.
Now, for today's special bout. I don't know who he is, but give this drifter some applause.
You know who I am.
And
that's a lie.
Feast your eyes on the ultimate weapon.
Oh, it's Riff Tamblin.
Endless practice at the port. The Mad Eagle, Riff Tamblin.
I have beaten him. So this is not part of the tournament proper.
You fight good. Oh, dang. Too bad. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Feel he might have been slightly easier than usual.
Here's your reward.
Thank you.
Huh? You want something?
Yes, I do.
Tell me about the martial arts
I
expert.
want information.
Martial arts expert?
Yes. You said you knew something.
Oh, that.
Please tell me.
Why don't you ask at the martial arts shop over there?
Why?
Did you think I would know about what martial arts styles look like?
Right.
I'm sure you can find out at the martial arts shop. That's what I know.
I see. Thank you.
This town is a cavalcade of disappointment. I also have to eat some food. I have two banana bushels left. My banana supply is so low. At least I got some tokens if I wanted to do anything with them. I mean, I guess the only thing I probably will do with them is to try to fight that last guy again, just not right now. Oh man, if I had not been practicing and training, though, trying to fight Rift Tamblin would have been kind of rough. I can see that being a wall for a lot of people. Sir, I need to know about Kung Fu.
Excuse me.
Ah, welcome to my shop.
I'd like to ask something about martial arts.
I love martial arts. Ask me anything.
I saw a form with a strange stance. I was wondering if you could tell me its style.
Interesting. Tell me more about it.
The movements were really wide, and he could strike even from a distance.
And the stance?
The guy kept his head low and his arms raised behind him. Do you know what this style is called?
I need more to go on. Anything else you can tell me?
There were animal movements mixed in.
Animal movements? There's so many. It could be the white crane, snake style, tiger fist.
He used multiple animal movements.
What kind of animals?
If I were to guess... those moves.
Those glorious moves. I can't think of nothing but those moves. They dominate my brain. My dreams. Let's say snake.
He looked like a snake.
Snake, you said? There is a unique form called snake style. Any other animals?
Those moves.
Can I get that question wrong, I wonder? I would probably say monkey.
He looked like a monkey.
A monkey? The Xingyi Liu Trend teaches a so-called monkey form. Any other animals?
Those moves.
I can't stop thinking about those moves. Is this like romance for Ryo? Is this like what it means to date him? Like maybe that could be like an elephant swinging trunk?
He looked like an elephant.
Elephant, eh? That's news to me. Maybe go to India if it's elephants you're after.
Maybe that's the wrong answer.
Animals?
It wasn't much of an... Maybe it was dragon. I don't know. What would the difference be? Let's say bear.
He looked like a bear.
Huh. First I've heard of that in the Xingyi trend.
Any idea what it might be?
Not a clue. Sorry, bud.
Okay, thanks. I'll try asking elsewhere.
Well, we did not learn the answer to the animal style. What does it say? Check out another martial arts shop. Okay, so I guess we can go to multiple martial arts shops and ask them about the animal moves. I guess that's what we're doing? I suppose. So I wonder, did I not get an answer because my answers were wrong? I wonder if that's how it works. Like, if I had given all the right answers, would he have known? It seemed like he gave a more positive answer to when I said snake. And then when I said elephant and bear, it seemed like he had less of an answer. So maybe snake was right, and maybe instead of elephant, I should have chosen dragon, and instead of bear, I should have chosen panda? Possibly. I could try that. Now, honestly, what would dragon even look like? Well, here's Kung Fu Tussle. Let's try it again, I guess.
Pardon me.
Huh? Sorry, I thought you were a fellow martial artist.
Oh, the burn! The insult!
You can call me Hazuki.
All right then, Mr. Hazuki. Sorry for not introducing myself sooner. Call me Xiang, owner of Kung Fu Tussle.
Mr. Xiang it is then. Pleased to meet you.
The pleasure's all mine.
No, I have some pleasure too.
Excuse me.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to ask something about martial arts.
Well, this is a martial arts supply store. I can probably answer your question.
I saw a form with a strange stance. I was wondering if you could tell me its style.
Right. Can you tell me more about it?
The movements were really wide, and he could strike even from a distance.
And the stance?
The guy kept his head low and his arms raised behind him.
Does he ever do that? Like, thinking about how the super thug fights, he keeps his head low and raises his arms behind him? Like, think about what that pose would look like. Did he ever do that?
Animal movements. Well, that helps. It could be the white crane, snake style, tiger fist.
He used multiple animal movements.
What kind of animals?
If I were to guess...
Yeah, let me fantasize about his moves again. Can't get it off my mind. So I was saying probably snake for that one.
He looked like a snake.
I've heard there's a martial arts style that took its inspiration from a snake. What other animal forms were there?
Those moves.
Those moves. And I was going to say maybe this is dragon? No, this one, I said monkey. Leopard or monkey. Let's go with monkey again for that one.
He looked like a monkey.
There's a form in Xingyi.
Yeah, because they give a more definite answer for monkey.
What other animal forms were there?
Those moves.
Those moves. And then that one. Is that one dragon? We can try dragon.
He looked like a dragon.
There's a form in Xingyi
Okay.
called the dragon form. What other animal forms?
Dragon appears to be the right answer. Those moves. Ryo getting all hot and sweaty thinking about these moves. Okay, so I guess I'll try panda for this one.
Is that a panda?
A panda? Sounds popular.
What do you mean, popular?
I mean, think about it. Can you imagine anything cuter than a fluffy little kung fu panda?
I cannot. I cannot imagine that at all.
Idea what it might be?
I don't know. Sorry.
I see.
I know I run a martial arts shop, but I'm still a grasshopper when it comes to knowledge.
I'll ask around then.
He did not know. Check out another one, I guess. All right. Gotta find another shop. I don't know if there'll be one in this area. Maybe because I'm heading towards the end of the town. think there's going to be a martial arts shop here. I could try running off in this direction. Maybe I could ask the Shrine Maiden. Maybe I could describe the moves to the Shrine Maiden. Let's see if she knows anything about it. Alright, so it seemed that... oh, there's a Chobuchan thing.
I found it. I didn't notice it here. 4 left.
So it seemed that dragon was the correct response, and that monkey was the correct response. I'm not sure about snake and panda. I can't tell if those were right or not.
You got a minute?
What can I do for you, Ryo?
Let me describe these moves.
Do you know where I can find a martial arts shop?
Are you planning to do some studying? Good for you!
Yeah, I guess. So, are there any shops?
Miaowu has several shops, but the closest one has to be Heaven's Fist.
That sounds intense.
Heaven's Fist.
That's right. It's really close to here.
Okay, thanks.
Surely the proprietor of Heaven's Fist will know about these moves. That's the fishing place. That's a restaurant. Now that's the Heaven's Fist. Hello, sir. You seem like you're falling asleep in your chair. Hope I don't bother you about this.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Ah, can I help you find something?
I'd like to ask you something about martial arts.
Martial arts? You are in a martial arts store. I can probably answer your question.
I saw a form with a strange stance. I was wondering if you could tell me its style.
Can you describe what it looked like?
Wonder if I should go for Mantis for the first one instead of Snake.
Even from a distance.
And the stance.
Because the answer to... When I said Snake, he said, I've heard there are some martial arts that might have that. He wasn't very specific. So maybe I should try Mantis instead.
Who knows? I can't tell with just that information. What else can you tell me about it?
Those moves.
Movements mixed in.
Animal movements? There are so many. It could be the white crane, snake style, tiger fist.
He used multiple animal movements.
What kind of animals?
Those moves.
Those moves. I would still say that's probably Snake. Now let's try Mantis.
He looked like a mantis.
There is the praying mantis, but it tends to be used independently of other styles. I've never heard of any martial arts combining it with other animal styles. What other animal styles did he use?
Those moves.
Can't tell if that was a better answer than what we got for Snake. It was about the same level of I don't know-ish. So I was saying that was probably Monkey.
He looked like a monkey.
There is a style called Monkey Fist. There was once something resembling Monkey Fist in the Xingyi Shen school called Monkey Form. What other animal styles did he use?
Those moves.
Ryo has engraved these moves to his memory. He'll never forget the moves. So I was saying probably dragon.
He looked like a dragon.
The problem is that I didn't...
dragons.
I didn't get good answers for either bear or panda.
Shen had a dragon form.
So I don't know if bear or which one is supposed to work. Maybe I'll just try panda again. Like, I got bad answers for both bear and panda, so I'm not sure which one should be the correct one for that. Let's try panda.
He looked like a panda.
A panda? Bamboo in hand and all? A panda. I can't even begin to imagine.
So, do you have any idea what kind of kung fu this man was using?
Unfortunately not.
Okay, thanks. I'll ask someone else.
You know, they haven't, like, every time I've been answering these questions, they have mentioned a specific style.
Excuse me.
Well, that's not what I wanted.
Are you looking for something in particular? Perhaps I have it in stock. Do come back.
Ryo is not making a note of that he's been hearing the same style name repeatedly.
Excuse me.
Looking for something?
I really need to find out what style of kung fu that man used.
I really need to
I'm
know.
afraid I've got nothing.
Thanks. Maybe I should try visiting another martial arts shop to help jog my memory.
Maybe another one. So, I got 2 joke answers for panda. When I said bear to the first guy, he said that he hadn't heard of it. So maybe I should try bear again. Pretty positive that monkey and dragon are correct answers. For snake or mantis, maybe snake. I should probably eat a banana. Do you know any other martial arts shops around here?
You got a minute?
What can I do for you, Ryo?
Do you know where I can find a martial arts shop?
Are you planning to do some studying? Good for you!
Yeah, I guess. So, where's the shop?
Miaowu has several shops.
Nah, I already was there.
To be Heaven's Fist.
It's no good. We used it up.
Heaven's Fist? Ah, I've already been there.
You have? Wow, Ryo! I should have known. Of course you knew.
Do you know of any others?
I think there's one in the promenade, and maybe one toward the stalls. I'm sorry, I really don't remember.
No, that's okay. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, we'll keep looking. She does have a side quest marker. I think we might have taken a side quest from her because the red snakes took something from the shrine. Can we get any more information about that?
Do you have a minute?
Oh, what should I do?
Is something wrong?
Oh, hi, Ryo. It's terrible, Ryo. I've lost the scripture.
Huh?
The scripture was being kept here, but...
They were stolen?
Yes. It's called the Infinite Sutra of Liu Jiao, and it's a very important sutra that's been passed down for generations. I'm begging you, will you help me find it?
Yeah, I guess we didn't take this yet.
Okay, I'll help you find it.
Thank you. I'm sure it was the work of those red snakes.
You think the red snakes did it?
Yes, it was here before they showed up. That's it! Go teach them a lesson and get it back!
Hold on.
Huh?
Why would the red snakes steal your scripture?
Because they thought they could sell it? That must be it! They could have already sold it!
We should hurry.
But where should we look? I don't know anyone who knows about stolen goods.
Someone who knows about stolen goods.
I might know someone who knows about stolen goods. Maybe Ren might know something. Ren, you know about stolen goods, right? You steal all the time. Well, if we run into Ren, we can ask him about that. But as for right now... What is down there, by the way? As for right now, we need to find another Kung Fu shop. Oh, okay, I guess this is a shortcut back to the hotel, is it? Yeah, it is. We can take this now. I don't suppose I can describe the moves to you.
Excuse me. Hi.
Are you ready?
For?
Kung Fu, naturally. You cannot learn Kung Fu without training hard, but you must also know yourself.
I know.
Prove that you know by keeping up with me.
Got it.
What's your level? I need to know what your level is. You also have like an icon that appears there. What is that?
Grandmaster Bay.
Have you been training?
Yes.
Care to show me what you've learned?
Okay, it's a sparring session.
Of course.
Oh, I should have equipped unmastered moves. I forgot to do that. I don't have anything to increase my attack with. Check out this Kung Fu. He's very impressed by that. Well, that was no good. Oh, why am I doing that? BXX. That was slow. I'm not doing well on that particular one for some reason. Gotta polish my coat of inexperience. Yeah, nothing went up. I gotta remember to equip unmastered moves.
Thank you, Grandmaster.
Practice makes perfect. Perfection makes a master. Put in the work, and the advanced techniques shall be yours. But you must put in the work.
I'm trying, Grandmaster. Trying to describe animal moves, and no one recognizes them. All right, let me go to my skill book editor. All right, let me let's see. Here's ground kick. It says level 10, but I guess it's not mastered all the way. Twin palm flurry is level 1. That has a long way to go. No, hold on. Yeah, do that. Oh, like I mastered all these other ones. I guess I didn't realize that. I'm running out of moves to master. Gonna have to make some money and spend it on some scrolls. It seems like that's what's going on. Eat my last banana. Alright, I guess. Well, we have 6:40. Got until 9 o'clock before we have to go to bed. I guess what I'm going to do is just run around town a little bit, trying to find another martial arts shop to describe these moves. I wish I could just, like, do the stances and ask them, does this look familiar? What do you think this looks like? And then, like, you get multiple martial art masters together, and then they argue about the moves. It's like, that one I think looks like a dragon. What are you, nuts? That's clearly an elephant. the swaying of the hands is supposed to represent the swaying of the elephant's trunk. And they get into like a big argument saying, you have no idea what you're talking about. Clearly, those were the wings of the dragon pounding down gale force winds upon the earth. That's what that represents. And I think did I already try going that way? Might have. And there's another one that says, both of you are crazy? It's like, oh, no, it's 7 o'clock. Time for the sun to go down and the lights to go up. What are you too crazy? That is clearly the leopard style. It's like you've never even seen a leopard before. Oh, this is one. And then, they come to a consensus about which animals are what. All right. Do you know about these animal moves?
Excuse me.
Welcome to my shop.
I'd like to ask something about martial arts.
Sure thing. We're a wooden dummy store, so I know a thing or two about martial arts.
I saw a form with a strange stance, and I was wondering if you could tell me its style.
Possibly. Can you describe what it looked like?
The movements were
really wide, strike from a distance.
I see. And the stance?
The guy
kept his head low, arms raised behind him, even though that's not what it looked like.
Do you know what this style is called?
That really isn't enough for me to surmise. Could you describe it more?
Oh, I sure can.
There were animal movements mixed in.
Animal movements? There are so many. It could be white crane, snake style, tiger fist.
All of them. They were all of them combined.
Resembling which animals?
If I were to guess, that movement.
Oh, he said something different that time. Let's try. Let's try snake. I'm feeling that's probably snake instead of mantis.
It reminded me of a snake.
Snake style.
Okay.
There's a snake form in the Xingyi trend discipline.
That name keeps coming up.
What other animal styles can you remember?
That
movement. Torment. My fantasies are tormented by these moves. All right, so we're saying probably monkey for that.
It reminded me of a monkey.
The monkey style. I've heard of the monkey fist. What other animal styles can you remember?
That movement. Animalistic and almost erotic in a way. All right, so we were saying a dragon for this.
It reminded me of a dragon.
A dragon? I think there is a dragon fist. What other animal styles can you remember?
That
movement. And since I've just been getting joke answers for panda, let's try bear for this. How does that look like a bear? I don't see how that looks like a bear, but let's try bear.
It reminded me of a bear.
A bear, huh? There should be a form based on the bear. I can't remember the style, though. He has a courageous aura and multiple animal forms. That style is probably Xingyi Liu Ha Tren.
Xingyi Liu Ha Tren.
There are lots of styles based on animal movements like Xingyi Tren, but by the sound of it, it's probably Xingyi Liu Ha Tren. Many of the techniques it uses are inspired by the 10 great spirit animals.
10?
You probably witnessed some of those animal forms.
Can you tell me more about the style?
Xingyi Liuha Tren has been called one of the most powerful fighting-oriented styles.
How do I beat it?
When striking from a distance, its techniques are unparalleled, but dodge them and you might find an opening. Close the distance and use a short range and powerful strike.
A close range and powerful strike?
There's a signature Baji Tren move that fits the bill.
What move is that?
If only we had an arcane book.
A Baji Tren arcane book?
Sadly, we don't have any here.
But I do have a powerful close-range Baji Quan move. It's the body check. We learned it earlier in the game. I absolutely have this move. What does my notebook have to say about this? The most powerful of practical kung fu. Learn the signature move, which strikes at short distances. What could this move possibly be? We're stumped. What could be this move? You gotta search for the arcane book. Do you know where I can find an arcane book, please?
Excuse me.
Hello and welcome. Every home needs a wooden dummy. Could I show you one?
I never thought about that.
Do you have any Baji Tren arcane books?
Arcane books, eh? That's quite advanced. I don't have any here.
Okay. Thanks anyway.
And look at Ryo's reflection in the door. Alright, so probably a bookstore? Probably. I guess every home does need a wooden dummy, doesn't it? It's not really a home unless you have a dummy. There is a book stand down here. This is where a lot of the books that you flip to make money come from. I don't suppose he might know about these arcane books.
Excuse me.
Looking for something in particular? I've got plenty of good reads in stock.
Actually, I have a question. Do you know where the martial arts shop is?
It's right there around that curve.
Oh, I guess we're not looking for bookstores. We're looking specific. Oh, okay. I was about to say, what was that? It was an old woman who was going too fast to even see without the motion blur, I guess. So I guess we're not actually looking for bookstores. We are continuing to look for martial arts stores, and in the hope that one will have the arcane Baji Quan book with this ultimate signature move. That, I mean, I'm not sure why Ryo is not bringing up that he knows such a move. I don't know if it may not be the same move, but he knows of one.
Excuse me.
What can I do for you?
I need moves.
Do you have any Baji Tren arcane books?
Sorry, we don't have any of those.
Do you know who might?
Come across anything that rare, so I doubt you'll find them in any other shop.
I see.
Alright, that's quite a definitive answer on that. No, I don't know where you can find one, and you probably will not be able to find one anywhere else.
I better eat something before I fall over.
I know, but I'm so low on food. And it's going to be 9 o'clock anyway. Definitely before we make it to Heaven's Fist.
It's really late. I think I'll head back to the hotel.
We need to... Can't break our curfew. Our self-inflicted curfew.
Hey, Shenhua.
What is it, Liao?
Do you know about any arcane books?
Niawu has martial arts supply stores, right?
Come on, Ryo.
Both near the
Come on.
hotel and closer to the center of town.
I need to know what style the boss of the Red Snakes uses, so I can find its weaknesses.
No, we covered that, Rio. We already know this.
A supply store might know.
Good idea.
We already have the information.
Leo, I'm going to go back to the room.
Okay.
All right, well, I guess we probably have to pay our rent, don't we? We didn't earlier.
Hey, you!
Yes?
You need to pay for your room tonight.
I know.
Tell me you don't have any cash.
I still have some cash.
I do.
Thank you.
Well, let's make our nightly phone call. So we're at the top of the list again, which means we'd be calling Guizang. We have a third option to ask him about. We've done 2 of them so far, so let's see what the third one is. What a weird quest. Go to the martial arts stores in town and guess at what these animal stances are. What would have happened if we went to every store and continued to get them wrong and then used up all the stores? Like, there has to be something planned for if you get them wrong at every store. There has to be. Maybe Londi shows up and kills you and says, "What's wrong with you? Don't you recognize a dragon stance when you see it?"
What do you mean?
Don't play dumb with me. Give me the details.
Hazuki, I heard that you did not recognize a dragon stance. I can't believe it. I think we mentioned Joy. I think we mentioned Yellowheads, so let's talk about Zuyanda.
Are you talking about Ju Yurenda?
Come on, man. My father says he wrote a referral for you and everything. And you don't say a word about it.
Oh, that. Sorry. That referral helped me get in a door. But it wasn't as simple as that.
I see. So what happened?
I learned a little bit more about the mirror I found in my family's dojo.
You mean the Phoenix Mirror, right?
Yeah. It pairs with the dragon mirror stolen by Londi to reveal the location of a hidden treasure.
A treasure. So that's why the Chiryo men wanted the mirrors.
Yes. And I learned of Londi's destination. Bailu village in Guiling.
Guiling? Is that where you are now?
Yes. But I followed Londi from Bailu village to the city of Niawu.
Is he still there?
I can't say for sure. But something definitely seems off.
I see. Well, be careful out there and watch your back.
Guizhang, are you worried about me?
Are you kidding? You don't stand a chance against Londi.
Why, you? How is your father doing?
Well, I'm glad someone says it.
I see. I really owe him one. I wish I could thank him again in person.
Appreciated. I'll tell him next time I see him.
Thanks.
Call again sometime. It'd be great to catch up some more.
Sure thing. Talk to you later.
You know, when he asked, is Londi still in Yawu, Ryo's answer really should have been, now that you asked me that, I realized I haven't asked anyone about Londi since I got here. Like, I haven't mentioned him once. I mean, I guess there have been other things going on, but kind of just forgot about him entirely, huh? Oh, Shenhua standing out there. Any conversations to have? Want to play some face-off?
Hi, Leo. I found out that all the shops in the city have strange dolls in them.
Did you say strange dolls?
Yes, I didn't even notice them at first. But once I saw one, I realized that they're hidden in all manner of different shops.
So, there are dolls hidden in stores?
That's right, and someone from the shop gave me a card for pointing it out. If you collect enough cards, you can exchange them for something at the pawn shop.
Wow.
Well, looks like Shenmue has discovered Chobu-chan. We have not been spending much time hunting for Chobu-chan. Look, we have revenge on our mind, and describing animal forms, and getting them wrong. Well, time to go to bed, but it's also time to save. And time for me to say goodnight to you, as Ryo has 2 things he needs to do. 1, he needs to find this arcane book. It's still kind of weird that he was just told that you need to know about this Bajiquan's move, which is like this really powerful close-range move, and Ryo does not mention that he already does know such a move. Like, he learned it earlier. He has not brought it up, but he has the all-powerful counterattack move that we learned earlier. And so he has to find the arcane book. So we're going to go to kung fu shops and try to find the book. The second thing he needs to do is he needs to flip some books. So he needs to, buy some history books, trade them in for move scrolls, and then sell the move scrolls at a huge profit. And make many yuan doing that. And then he's also going to have to buy a lot of food, and he is going to have to buy some move scrolls so he can train and level up his attack, since everything I have is mastered at this point. So we do have to upgrade our moves. And then... What a weird quest! Why couldn't we just try describing the animal styles to the same person? Why couldn't we just say, actually, I think I got that wrong when I said panda. Now that I think about it more, maybe it was a bear. What a weird thing. But fortunately, we did successfully describe the animal forms and learn what this guy is doing, and learn about that we're going to have to learn the Bajiquan super move part 2 to counterattack it. So I guess that's what we're going to be continuing to do next time. I hope Shenmue's father is doing okay. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Shenmue doesn't seem to be too concerned. She's walking through the shops of Niaowu, noticing, hey Ryo, do you know there's like this weird animal in all the shops? You can like look around for him in the shops, and they will give you a card if you find him. That's funny, right? I guess, if she's not concerned about her father, I guess we don't need to be that concerned. But we'll continue on with Shenmue the Third next time. Have a good night, and I'll see you then.